On average, 15 Thai golfers finish in the top 65. That's just 6% of our tour membership. Just 6% of the members of the All Thailand Tour will finish in the top 65 on the All Thailand Tour. The other thing for financial stability, one season in the top 65 on the Asian Tour is not enough to bring you financial security. That between 3 to 5% of you, or 3 to 5% of our members, will get financial stability out of playing professional tournament golf.
สวัสดีครับท่านผู้ชมครับวันนี้เราได้รับเกียรติจากมิสเตอร์แอนดรูว์น็อตนะครับซึ่งเป็นสมาชิกของ British PGA นะครับแล้วเป็น Director ของ Thailand Golf Center รวมถึงเป็น Director ของ Thailand Golf Tour ด้วยครับมาแบ่งปันความรู้ให้กับเราครับ
Feels really good to understand what we do well and feel good about ourselves. And what you may have found there is that we all have different paths, we all have different journeys, we all go different ways. But we usually in this room share a dream. The dream that we share is to be a tournament professional golfer, to make our living and earn our money from playing tournament golf. That is our shared dream in this room. Unfortunately, the truth is the financial stability of being a professional golfer and earning your money from playing golf is a little bit of a tricky one to get the balance of. Let's just look at some numbers and some facts here. On the All Thailand Tour, we have about 250 members. Most of those members are aspiring to be on the Asian Tour and to keep your card and be in the top 65. Every year, on average, 15 Thai golfers finish in the top 65. That's just 6% of our tour membership. Just 6% of the members of the All Thailand Tour will finish in the top 65 on the All Thailand Tour. The other thing for financial stability, one season in the top 65 on the Asian Tour is not enough to bring you financial security. That between 3 to 5% of you, or 3 to 5% of our members, will get financial stability out of playing professional tournament golf. You have to understand this. Less than 5%. The struggle is real. It's true. Being a professional sportsman is difficult, and it's only the few that can get that stability. But here's the thing. The game of golf offers a lot more than just being a player. There is much more to the game of golf, and there's a big difference between playing golf and getting your financial stability, which is what's important. I understand this just the same as everybody else in this room. This has been my journey in my life as well. I shared the same dream. I know what it feels like. I understand that sense of wanting to be a professional sportsman and make it, and those struggles and that pulling inside of you. So I had that dream for 37 years. Started as a junior, was inspired by major champions and heroes, the major championships. Played on the All Thailand Tour many years ago. It looked very different to what it looks like now. This picture is me when I finished second on a one-day tour event, when that was the way we had to go. Instead of TDT on the Thai PGA, we played the one-day events. That was me about 20 years ago finishing second, and what I'm showing is the chatukam that a friend of mine gave me the day before, and so the reason I finished second was because I had that blessing. I finally let go of that dream 3 years ago. All the way through my life, I was like, right, the next thing, I'm just going to play seniors golf. And everything I did was to get me through to 50. And unfortunately, a couple of months after my 50th birthday, my body said, no more, that's it. And I let go of the dream. But I lived that dream for 37 years and I never gave up on it. So I know what that feeling's like. But there was more for me away from just the fairways. Even when I kept harboring that dream, there was still more for me. And this is part of what I've done and my training to get there. And some of the roles that I've done. I'm a PGA member, which I'm very proud of being, and I'm going to talk a little bit more about that later. I've run my own business. I've coached players tournament level. I was an entrepreneur. I'm a speaker at times when people let me. And now I do research as well. The reason why 3 of the top ones are bolded because I'd done those 3 things while I was still playing. I didn't give up playing to do this. This was part of the journey. And here's the truth that most people don't understand and know. Just about to do our second activity where you're going to get up again. Global golf industry at this moment in time is estimated to be worth 80 billion US dollars. That's a lot of money that is out there. We don't know exactly what it's worth in Thailand. We don't share, they haven't collected the data, but I know that it's a big, booming, growing market that is out there in Thailand and Southeast Asia. As a PGA member, and I'll refer to the British PGA a little bit here because it really is a good marker of where we can be and what we can achieve and how we can support you. The PGA have over 8,000 members based in 80 different countries doing 80 different job roles. The point of the matter is professional golfers are the people who run the industry and can run the industry. Vitally important that you understand some of those opportunities. And it's not just one-dimensional. And that's a really big thing. Golf tourism will include bringing in people from different parts traveling to get to where you are, and the money generated by people moving and all the associated costs with that. I would imagine it will include hotel stay nights, yes, in terms of like when people are paying for hotels, travel, the flights, all the different parts of it. But I know when I see it read, they say that golf tourism is one of the biggest drivers of revenue in Thailand. The general point of that exercise, though, was actually bigger than the little semantics of it. It was to get you thinking and seeing where that money is. And probably most interestingly for this group, tournament play and coaching is the lowest revenue driver in golf. Now, don't get too disheartened. 5 to 10% of 80 billion is still $4 to $8 billion. Okay? It's not that there's no money in it at all. It's just there is more money in other areas as well. So don't get caught up on that. A framework and a structure. I was really inspired by looking at the football industry in the UK. There's a good story and a bad story here. When I look at the Premier League football and I look at professional football in the UK, most of the players start preparing themselves for life after football while they are still playing. They will be doing their coaching badges while they're still playing. As they get to the late 20s, early 30s, they start doing it. If they want to go into the media, they will be doing media training while their career is still going. They don't get to the end of their career and go, oh, what am I going to do now? There is a flip side when this doesn't get done. Back in 2003, England won the Rugby World Cup. 15 Englishmen on a field in Australia lifting this beautiful Webb Ellis trophy. You listen to them on the radio now. Over half of those 15 players have got nothing to do. They've got no financial support. And I hear half of them saying, I'd give up that trophy, I'd give up my medal, I'd give up that day to have done education, prepared myself and have a career now outside of playing rugby. But I look at the footballers and the footballers are preparing themselves. And that is what this is about. It's about helping you to prepare while you're still playing. Just like me, still living the dream. We don't want to take that dream away, but preparing and supporting you while you are still playing so that you can build careers beyond the golf course. The first thing to understand is the skills that you possess. Performance. You all know how to perform under pressure. You may get different results, but you perform under pressure all the time. Resilience. Golf, more than any other sport, is resilience. You make bogeys and double bogeys, you've got to bounce back. You've got to come again. You have bad rounds, bad tournaments, you've got to bounce back. Golf, I think, is one of the most sports that needs the highest level of discipline. If you play other sports, if you're a footballer, a rugby player, whatever else, you're a boxer, your training has a set time. You turn up when the team turn up to train. Golf, you have to do this for yourself. You have to be disciplined to make it happen. The industry. You guys know the industry. Inside out, you've grown up with it. You know what a good golf course looks like. You know what a bad golf course looks like. Good greens, bad greens. You know the industry backwards and forwards. You're good at networking. Sport is a very social environment. You learn how to deal and communicate with different people. You understand travel when we look at tourism. You spend your life on the roads, in and out of hotels. You understand how that all works. You have so many skill sets already involved, ready to go. We can support you, but navigating this has got to be you. You have to take responsibility. Share a little story. When I was young growing up in the UK, and the PGA, the British PGA had a really hard time because there was a massive sense 20, 25 years ago that players in the UK who were good at golf just felt that the game owed them a living. They felt that because I'm golf, if I don't make it as a player, I'll be a club pro and I should get paid all this money because I'm good at golf and it owes me a living. Nothing ever owes you a living. You have to work for it. You have to take responsibility for it. That's just the way it goes. You have to be prepared to keep learning, to keep challenging yourself. The game will keep changing. Back in the old days, back before the 1960s, I don't know if you knew this, but golf professionals were seen as the lowest of the low in the game. If you was a golf professional, you were down here. You worked at the golf course, you were not allowed in the clubhouse. Golf professionals were not allowed in the clubhouse. That was for the members, it was for the higher society people. Golf professionals, you stay outside. You're going down in the pro shop, things change. The art of being a club professional, what you used to do, has changed. And the PGA, the British PGA has had to pivot and support its members to do the same. Here in Thailand, I see a similar process going on. Most of you are professional golfers are really trained and given one avenue to think about after golf. Okay? When you join the Thai PGA, the Thai LPGA, what comes with it is golf instructor or tour professional. But there's a lot more out there. And are you prepared for golf coaching, even if you want to be a coach? What I'm seeing right now is a market that's getting flooded. I go on Facebook and I flick through and loads of players are advertising camps and training and courses. The market is starting to get flooded. How are you going to differentiate yourself? The game will change. You think of coaching as understanding the golf swing and being able to teach the movements. My personal opinion, 10 years time, if that's the way you go about coaching, you will be redundant. Because between launch monitors, 3D motion and ground force measurements, we'll take those measurements and AI will analyse the golf swing way better than any human being could ever analyse a golf swing. It won't happen anymore. But what will be needed in coaching is people who can communicate. People who can see the person in front of them and understand what is the key piece of information and how to transfer that. You need to be prepared to make sure you are ready and upskilled for that in a flooded marketplace. A little bit about me, if you can, or not about me, but to try and share with you that this is possible. If I can upskill, you can. Honest truth, I left school at 15 years of age. I had 3 GCEs. That was it. Cut to the chase, here I am at 54, just starting a PhD. In between on that journey, I was diagnosed as being dyslexic and ADHD, which is probably why I didn't do so well at school when I was a kid and left at 15. Okay, so for some of you, this may seem a little bit scary having to do it, but it's possible. You have it within you. You don't have to go academic. I'm going to share a few things, but it just shows you, honestly, if I can do it and be standing there, guarantee you guys can. And this is what the Career Club is here to do. It's to be a bridge, to support you on your journeys, to try to think about what may be outside of playing. What can I do to prepare for that? Remember, not taking away the dream. My dream lasted 37 years. Most of you in here aren't even 37 years old yet. And some of you might be fortunate enough that you did get financial stability from playing, but the majority won't. And we want to grow this together. I'm not going to stand here and tell you that we've got all the answers and that this system is even ready and fully built. This is about a journey of us at All Thailand Golf Tour and All Thailand Golf Centre going on with you, shaping and developing this, understanding what various PGAs around the world have done, but shaping this that is right for you in Thailand, right for Thai pros and Southeast Asian pros. We're going to do that together. The key 3 parts to what we want to do. First is discover, and I'm going to share in a minute how we're going to help you to discover what your path might be. Once you understand what you feel like your path might be. We can then help you to structure how you might navigate that pathway. And finally, and most importantly, is connecting you with that pathway and the opportunities that land at the end. The discovery is really important. I was having an interesting conversation a couple of weeks ago with a guy called Michael Ness. Michael Ness is the founder and the owner of Gears. Anybody know what Gears is, yeah? Ever used Gears before? Okay, so it's a 3D motion, cameras in the ceiling. It's like you're in an animation video. And he sat there and I was driving him back to the airport after our meeting. He said to me, "Do you still play very much?" I said, "Not really." He said, "You miss it?" I went, "I miss not being competitive, but I don't really miss playing." He said, "Oh, that's interesting, because I was talking to someone else said that the other day." He said, I don't miss competing at all. I just love going out on the golf course and trying to work out how I need to move my body now that it's getting older in order to hit the ball." And all of a sudden, the light bulb went off in my head. I chose a path of being a performance coach and psychologist because I'm competitive, because I love being competitive. And so the way I coach players is trying to get them to be competitive. Michael loves to understand how his body moves. So he's gone down the path of developing the most highly technical piece of equipment in order to understand how the body moves. And that's when you can have success in your careers, when you understand. We got there by chance, but if you can understand what it is that makes you tick, you can be much more successful in what you do. This is the ecosystem of how this is going to work. When we're ready to launch, the first thing is the exploration. You will go onto our website, and on that website, you will have the opportunity to take a careers survey. It will ask you lots of questions, you put in the information, and at the end of it, based on your character type, your interests, it will suggest some potential career paths. The idea of that is to open your mind, things that you may never have even thought about doing. There will also be lots of interviews. We've got a massive network of people in every single part of the golf industry. I will be reaching out to them, and we will be sharing stories so that you can look at those stories and see what a career in that environment may look like. The second phase, as we come around to August, I'll be running a series of workshops, one-day events at tournaments like this. You can sign up, join in, and we'll go a bit more detailed about different kinds of career paths and works and what you may have to do in order to prepare yourself to go down that pathway. We will support and understand, you'll be there, the education pathways, the different ways, whether that's academia or vocational or just learning for yourself. We will be there to support you, to guide you, to put you in contact with people like Dr. Munchai at Mahidol to select the right course if you need to do that. Or vocational, we will be working within the industry to allow you to understand what you need to do to get ready for it. And I'm going to talk a bit more on that at the other end. Mentoring. This is something that is rarely talked about, but is absolutely vital and critical. Mentors are who take us to where we want to be. We all have mentors. Usually the first mentors we have are our parents. They're usually the strongest mentors. But we can get mentors in different avenues and different ways. When I joined the PGA, I knew I wanted to go into psychology and performance. I reached out to a guy called Carl Morris, probably Europe's leading performance coach, and spent 10 years working with him, mentoring me, guiding me on the right path. We will provide mentors within there. Yes, you might have to pay some fees for them, but we will find and get lots of mentors in the system who want to be there to mentor people on their journeys. And then there's the support and planning. We have, as I said, this massive network. We will use that to help plan, to help support you in every way we can. And the last and most important one is, if we've got a website, if we've got a members area in our portfolio where we have 100, 150 golfers, that's less than 25% of all Thailand Tour members, Thai LPGA members and Thai PGA members. If you're an employer and you're looking for somebody to work for your establishment, where are you going to go and advertise that job? Are you going to advertise it randomly and ask people, or are you going to go somewhere where you know there is hundreds of people training for a job in the industry who are professionals and know the industry already? We will connect you with the employment opportunities. Just a little bit more on the education, because I want to be clear, this isn't about everybody going back to university and getting degrees and masters and PhDs. Not at all. There are different forms of education, but they are important. There is the academic route, which I've decided to go back down. But there are vocational trainings. Already set up some stuff if people want to get into golf management, where we can set some training up, but also give vocational opportunities, get you placements to learn as you're going along. A lot of this has been driven by our partnership with the British PGA. Some of you, if you're not sure exactly what you want to do, we can get you on the British PGA training scheme. You can become a member of the British PGA. That would open the door, especially if you wanted to work internationally, that will open the door. If you go to the Middle East, all of the golf courses all have British PGA members as their managers. We'll open the doors to you. We will be able to help you with that. And then there are things like CPD, continual personal development, 1 to 3 day workshops where you're just adding extra knowledge to what you do. Dr. Munchai talked about TPI, that kind of thing. We will run a lot of these events for you and support you to get the right ones that will help your career. But probably the most important thing that I want it to be is a community. We want to create a community. That means that there's a place where you can come and ask questions and get support. But more importantly, that you can share each other's journeys and pathways to talk to each other in the chat rooms. That is where we want to be. Let's just round this up. Let's just clarify exactly what this is about. This is about supporting you and helping you on a career development pathway and giving you some support to back up what you do as a player. There is nothing like this, not only in Thailand, but in the region. But I was lucky growing up this is what the British PGA do. This is what the US PGA, the Australian PGA do. This is our opportunity to create something to support. What it isn't is a coaching platform. We might give you advice on how to develop a career as a tour player, how to manage yourself, how to find sponsors, things like that. But we won't be giving you coaching advice. How do I find the right coach to make my swing better and to help me play? That's a whole different project. We'll talk about that another day. We also aren't here. Why are we doing this? Why are we doing this? This is so important for you to understand. We do not want to take your dream away. That dream should stay with you until there's just absolutely no chance of it being there. But there's more to things than that. The All Thailand Tour was set up to create opportunities for you to become players and for us to see players develop onto a world stage. We encourage and want players to gamble or to make effort and put all that risk in and hard work to becoming the best players in the world. But if we know that only 2 or 3% can do that, there is a social responsibility to also support players who may not have that financial stability from playing. And that's why we're doing this. It's a balance. But there is no way we want you to lose that dream of making it as players. So what do we do now? Very simple. Oh, sorry, then these are our exclusive benefits for our members. You'll get membership free. All the support in there is free. Yes, you choose education options. Of course, there will be fees to be paid for that. But everything that we run, the support that we give is in there for you for free. Let's take the first step. This is the first step right now. Get your phones out. And hopefully they work quicker than this. There's a Line Official page that's specifically for the Career Club. Get your QR code, go into the Line Official page now. When you link up, you will be the first people to know and get the feedback when the website goes live, which will be in early July, and you can start going on that journey. When you go into the Line Official, it will welcome you, and there will be a very short quiz or questionnaire. This is not just for All Thailand members. This will initially launch. It's an All Thailand project, but we will support All Thailand Tour members, Thai LPGA members, and Thai PGA members. Are all supported from here, so you can get that later. We're in the last month of setting this up and testing it. We want to make sure that the website runs smoothly and the questionnaire works. We're looking for volunteers, around about 10 players who want to volunteer, not right this second, but who want to volunteer, and they want to help us test it. They want to make sure that all of the systems work and it works for you. Remember, this is a service for you, so we need to make sure that it works for you. And then in July, it will go live to everybody. Thank you very much.
คำว่า One More Thing ธีมของ Thailand Golf Tour ครับ One More Thing เนี่ยก็คือปีนี้ก็จะเป็นเรื่องของ Career Club Career Club ก็คือจะเป็นสิ่งที่เตรียมให้กับนักกีฬาเขามีพื้นที่แลนดิ้งนะครับหลังจากที่เขาจบการแข่งขันหรือว่าจบการเป็นนักกีฬาอาชีพนะครับก็ผมมั่นใจว่าจะมีประโยชน์กับนักกีฬาไม่มากก็น้อยครับขอบคุณมากครับสวัสดีครับ